Take you to Newcastle in Kwazulu-Natal, where severe rainfall has left a trail of destruction with homes and roads severely damaged. Residents there are trying to salvage what they can as officials provide aid and relief. Newzroom Afrika's Mthembu is visiting some of the badly affected areas and now joins us live. Phila, very good morning to you. Before you tell us about the situation that's currently being faced by some of those residents there, tell us about you as well as the camera person having to navigate all of that debris to get to the point where you currently are broadcasting from.
Aldrin, it was incredibly difficult. I mean, there are still some roads which are submerged underwater. We did have a tough time making our way here. Right now, we're actually here at Lister Farm in Newcastle. We're actually visiting the family, the Shabalala household. They were badly impacted by this, but they've also been working overnight just to, try and wipe out the water, which was just submerging the floor here. I'm going to take you inside the house shortly. So right now, this is what is left, basically telling a story of how hectic the situation was. And the sad story also about this particular household is that it is actually managed by a grandmother that actually lives with 15 grandchildren in this particular house. She also recently lost the breadwinner. So what we were able to take away from this particular home is that furniture has been damaged, as well as, some food items have been badly impacted by this. They had to throw out some of those necessities, those food items. But what has been making the grandmother incredibly emotional is the damage which has been sustained here. I'm going to have a word with her now just to get a sense of, how the situation has been for her. Gogo, siyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho. Lezi khukhula kuthiwa zaqala ngesonto eledlule. Mhlambe uma ngabe nje ongasithatha usibeke usichazele ngokuthi isimo besinjani selokhu zaqala like high.
Isimo besinzima kakhulu. Bengenile nje amanzi egeleza la ngaphakathi. Ngazama ukufaka ama-blanket ukuthi abamba amanzi ngoba bengena ngamandla. Mangithi ngiphakamisa amafenisha asala phansi aselimele kakhulu. Nje isimo asikho right. Ngihlezi nje endlini engekho right ngoba ayiplasteliwe. Amanzi angena ebondeni, angena phansi. Nje kudemejekile konke.
Gogo, abekho abalimalile ngesikhathi kwenzeka lokhu?
Akekho olimalile, cha akekho olimalile. Inkinga bekungamathonsi ngoba indlu beyingenisa amanzi kunesiphepha ingena phezulu amanzi, salala nje kusigodola amanzi sinetha. Bekuyiloko nje amanzi netha. Malithi labalela ngikhipheke lezo ngubo zethu kushaya umoya.
Njengamanje mhlambe kokungathi iluphi usizo enilidingayo njengomndeni njengoba isimo sikanje?
Bengicela nje mhlambe mangasizakala ngithola uxhaso. Yilona belingangilekelela. Ngoba kuzoba indlu engathi ingcono yaphila kunale ngihlala kuyo.
Lukhona usizo senike nalithola kodwa?
Cha, alukho. Angikaze ngithole isizo.
Gogo, uhlala nabazukulu bakho futhi sike sezothiwa uke walahlekelwa umntana wakho obekuyena umuntu obone ekade ondlala ekhaya.
Indodakazi yami kade ifunda le Marisbe eThekwini ezifamasi. Uthe mayeqeda makuphuma certificate bamdubula washona. So nje ithemba ngisenalo lokuthi ngasizakala ngoba uye bengicabanga ukuthi angangilekelela.
Ukudla nakho la endlini niphila kanjani njengamanje?
Ngiphila ngayo igrant le abantwana abathathu. 1.5. So njengamanje bangena izikolo nje njoba ningibona ngikhala nje ngizwa usizi ukuthi ngizokwenza njani. Kunzima nje kimi.
Siyabonga kakhulu gogo ngesikhathi sakho. Aldrin, I think that's where we are going to have to leave it. Just spoke to an incredibly emotional grandmother. I mean, even off camera, I remember when, as soon as we walked into this home, I had to hug her and console her because she was incredibly emotional and just crying inconsolably there, Aldrin. So she is saying that she needs help because a lot has been damaged in this house, and she also lost a breadwinner, but still also having to take care of her grandchildren, relying on social grants. So the situation is quite heartbreaking in this household, and right now all they can do is just to try and salvage what they can. They are having a challenge with regards to putting food on the table as well. Also just calling there for assistance, whatever help that she can get, to please try and come forward. She's also worried. She did speak to us earlier and told us that she's incredibly worried about the fact that severe weather is still being predicted here, and she fears the fact that there is a chance she could be dealing with what she had been dealing with the entire week when flooding started here in Newcastle.
Thank you so much, Phila Mthembu, there joining us from a family that's really distraught around the impact that the severe weather has had on their house.